Welcome to the Brick and Mortar Marketing Podcast, the podcast for small business owners like you, learning to grow your brick and mortar business in today's online focused world. Now, here are your hosts, partners in life and business, Zach and Brianna Hayden.
You know what I forgot to do, Brianna?
Oh no, what? We just started.
I forgot to look up what episode this is.
That's how every episode starts.
Just recently, because we've gotten past the first couple, so I don't remember if it's 5 or 6 or 7.
I thought it was 8.
8?
I'm usually wrong.
I don't think it's 8. I don't know. This is an episode of the podcast.
Of a certain number.
Yes. Of the Brick and Mortar Marketing Podcast.
Yes.
I'm Zach. This is Brianna.
Hello.
And we talk about marketing for small businesses, specifically brick and mortar businesses.
Yeah.
Thus being called
the Brick and Mortar Marketing Podcast.
That makes sense. Okay, so any just random stuff going on? You know what? We're getting ready to do a fun way to reveal the gender of our upcoming child. Our future child, our
baby,
the birth of our child. So we know the gender already.
He's new at this,
and I wanted to come up with a cool way to do it. So I think it's going to be pretty cool.
I think it will be too.
I think people will be, and of course, it will involve social media.
Yeah.
And some of the things that we do here at
because it really is.
Hayden
I mean,
Digital.
when it comes right down to it, social media is a genius way to communicate with people.
It is. It really is.
Especially like with us, we have different facets of people that we, want to share this news with, and we want them all to share it
kind of at the same time.
Together at the same time.
Well, and that's why I'm considering doing. I got to test it.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
With videos now on Facebook, you can do a premiere.
Fancy stuff.
Which it launches at the same time. I need to do a little more research on it. But if not a premiere, I also thought about doing a watch party.
Ooh.
So a watch party, I've never participated in one. I need to test this as well.
I've got notifications that my friends are doing watch parties, but then I click it and it's over.
Well, I've never. I don't know if I've ever gotten even notifications.
It's an immediate thing. I just get the notification and it's done. It's thanks for the invitation. The party's over.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah.
Well, the watch party is like a video plays and everybody's watching it together and they can comment and they can.
It's a community.
Yeah. It's one of the things Facebook wants to do. Oh, you know what we should do is no, we won't. Okay.
All right then.
I like to open that story loop and just leave you hanging there.
Yeah, that's my life. I'm like, no, tell me.
Okay, so let's go into some brick and mortar babble.
Ooh.
Brick and Mortar Babble.
Brick and Mortar Babble could be that's like 90% of our life. Or just marketing.
I don't think it's 90%.
Business babble.
It's a fair percentage.
It's up there.
It is in if you had a pie chart, it would be one of the larger slices.
Be a good fourth.
Yeah. So today, what I wanted to kind of talk about was Facebook marketing, kind of an overview. Okay. So a lot of
like a general idea of how it's used.
Yeah.
How to use it.
Well, so I think the average.
Sometimes I think you talk above people.
I know, and I need to work on realizing that.
And above me.
What I know about Facebook marketing is a lot, and not. Oh yeah, sorry, getting my head big. But that I forget sometimes that a lot of brick and mortar businesses, a lot of small business owners don't understand or don't realize the power of what Facebook has to offer. Because what they get is usually in their timeline, they get a thing that goes, this would make a good ad. Press the boost button on this. Which is not necessarily a horrible thing to do.
No, or a terrible place to start.
No, it's not at all a terrible place to start. But that's not
a plan.
That's like saying all that running is going to the Y and going around the thing one time. Okay? When there is actually races and marathons and half marathons, and there's triathlons, and there's all these other things
and trainings you need to do to keep up.
And lots of different aspects to this rather than just this one little thing. Okay. But that's a good on-ramp. It gets you started.
Yes.
So I wanted to kind of give an overview of what is possible with Facebook, and kind of talking about, what different stages might look like if I'm just starting my business versus, I have a marketing budget. Okay. Because a lot of small businesses, I don't think, sit down and say, I'm going to spend $100 or I'm going to spend $5,000 this month on marketing.
Yeah.
Okay. If you have a business that says, I'm going to spend X amount of dollars every month on marketing, and you are not invested in the full suite of what is offered for Facebook, you are missing out gigantic.
I mean, that's a huge market. I mean, and relatively reasonably priced.
Yes. So let me start there and move backwards. Okay. So I will give an example of small businesses. So right now I'm working with doing account managing for some martial arts schools. Okay. Through the Black Belt Business Group, amazing organization.
Woo-hoo.
Very nice. If you want information, message us. I will send you information about the Black Belt Business Group. But they are running we're running ads for people, and the marketing budget, the ad spend for them, is usually between $250 a month, which is not big at all, to $1,000 a month.
Ooh,
okay.
A little bit bigger.
Yeah, that's a little bigger. Okay, and that might be multiple schools, though, too.
Right.
But there are plenty of small businesses out there that could run a marketing budget between $250 and $1,000.
$250. What does that come out to per day? That's less than.
It's
less than $5 a day, isn't it?
You're making me do math on the. No, that's
never mind.
$150 a day, or $150 a month is about $5 a day, because 10 times if it was $10 a day, it'd be $300 because it's 30 days in a month.
Yes.
So half of that, $5 a day, would be $150.
Okay, so that's more.
Oh, yeah. So it's more than $5 a day.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think you can start as little as $5 a day, but let me even less than that for. But we're talking about if you have a business that has a marketing budget between $250, $1,000, somewhere in there. What this looks like right now for this particular industry, okay, which is different for different businesses. I'll give you another example of kind of another one here in a second. So we're running a funnel is what they would call it. This
is where you start to lose people.
Okay, yeah, that's why I'm starting high, and then we're gonna back it down and go. Okay, this is what you individually do. So a funnel means that what you're trying to do is gather a lot of leads in the top. You're going to take people from cold leads, they've never heard about you, and warm them up to you through this process. What you don't want to do is walk up to somebody and go, hey, will you marry me? It doesn't work very well.
I like this analogy.
And that's what a lot of businesses try to do. They walk up and go, hey, buy my thing. Okay. Where social media needs to be social, and so you need to warm them up. Okay. So what this looks like is there's a bunch of ads, a bunch of different kinds of ads in this funnel. So to cold traffic, to people who've not heard of these businesses, we're doing some campaigns that have ads that are just getting people to click on a blog post or read a blog post. Okay. We're getting people to see pictures and try to like the page. So
get that engagement going.
Yes, exactly. So page likes and a engagement to a post, not selling them anything, just telling them, hey, here are 5 reasons martial arts can help stop bullying or whatever. Okay. And then we're doing because most martial arts schools have a single entry point, like a trial program.
Yes.
This would be good for like a gym or somewhere like that you have a single entry point, often referred to as a lead magnet or a tripwire.
Ooh.
Okay. Yeah, fancy
wire.
words.
That makes it sound like a trick, though.
Yeah. Well, it's just so it's an initial purchase or initial opt-in. So a way to get somebody's email address, contact information, or often now get them right to a first initial purchase that is a lower price option. Okay. So for some businesses, this could be a free, like let's say a tax attorney or a tax accountant or a lawyer or something like that. It could be put your email in and get this tax report on 5 ways to save money on your taxes. Okay, and it's a PDF or a
free toaster when you
open
up a bank account.
Yes, that is like the old school lead magnet. That is what that is.
Some people still do that.
A free cookie. You opt in for a free cookie or, there's lots of different tripwires. So you start with that. That's some of the ads, and some of it's just getting people aware of your business. And then you can do retargeting, and we won't talk about what that is right now.
We got too many pieces.
That's a whole, but
if we're keeping it simple.
An ad going out there that says, hey, here's how much a trial costs. Sign up for a trial on our website. And then another ad that we run about once a month for a couple of days that's a discounted one. So it's 50% off. Okay, so you've warmed people up. They've seen offers. They've gone. Some of them have gone ahead and opted in. Some of them haven't. And then you have about once a month a sale thing. This is just a bigger funnel for this specific industry. Not everybody's going to do it this way.
Right.
Let me give you another example. Right now we're running some ads for a group of businesses here in Noble County. And they do not, it's not the same kind of business that is going to have a web lead generation necessarily.
Not necessarily.
They could move that direction, but we wanted some quick wins and some things that way. Yeah. So we've set up a set of ads for them for Mother's Day that is a reach campaign. And it goes and tries to get in front of as many people as possible and give them some calls to action stuff. Okay. So what is on the bare minimum side? So we're going from the high end all the way to the low end.
Okay.
If you're spending absolutely $0 on Facebook, okay, you need to be posting organically. And we talked about organic posts last episode.
And how that helps you if you do run ads in the long run.
Exactly. And it makes sure that you should be providing good content. Okay. That is remembering that it's to a cold audience or a warm audience that is not, it's not just, hey, buy this, hey, would do this, hey, this.
And I mean, it is social media. So we need to treat it like a conversation.
Yes. And then don't always assume you're talking to your friends.
Yes.
Okay?
Don't do
so
that.
you are a business, you need to be typing like you're a business, referring to, using language that fits a business culture.
Yes.
I'm all for still using emojis and things like that because of social media and people want to do that.
I think there needs to be
a balance.
Yeah. If you're posting some content that is literally just emojis, you should probably put the brakes on that. Step away from the computer, maybe go take a walk. But I will say it's painful when I read someone's business post and there are typos and things like that in there, which totally happens. We're human. Make sure you read through what you post before you post it.
This might happen to me sometimes.
That's what I'm for.
What happens often is that Brianna will text me or say, hey, you need to go fix this post because you just auto-corrected something weird or
luckily
something wrong.
I have access to
most of my stuff.
Most of the pages that
so
he manages.
So
I just go in and edit it.
Yeah. If it's my personal account, then she's got to tell me.
I just got to tell you, like, hey, man. But that's important to point to also. Like, on your personal account, you need to make sure you're presenting yourself professionally.
Yes. Very true. So nothing to a larger ad spend. Okay. And there are even more things you can do if you're higher than that. But we're talking about brick and mortar, local businesses. You're probably
your budget's not huge.
You want to aim at I think you need to be aiming at a marketing budget of $150 to $500 a month, depending on your business, depending on what you need to be doing. And think about a marketing budget, that back in the day, we all had a marketing budget where we put yellow pages, we did newspaper ads, you did flyers,
right there, you're
kill all of that and put the money into Facebook. Okay. $150 a month is about $5 a day. Okay. Start with that. I think every small business should start with $150, $5 a day. And so you can start with that and spread that out between a couple of different things. And that might be, hey, I'm just doing $2 a day for maybe a basic light campaign or basic reach campaign that is getting specific information to warm up the audience. Okay,
you can do $2 a day.
Yeah, not just sale. Okay, but $2 a day, and then you're saving that. I can't do the math in front of me. Oh, I got this. So I was super excited about this, Brianna. So total ADD moment. I always need a calculator, and I don't always. I put a calculator app on my Apple Watch.
It doesn't have one already?
It doesn't have one natively, but I just downloaded. I was really excited about it. So let's go. $2 a day is what? $60?
Yep.
Okay. So then let's say you're going to use the other $110.
Yep.
Okay. If you're doing $150, $110.
$90.
What?
$90.
$90? Oh, you're right. This is why I shouldn't do math live on the podcast. So $90. I'm using the other $90, and I could maybe use that over a week for a special event in my business, or for a special sale, or for something like that. So then I can spend, $10 a day for that week to get some more traction. Okay, so that's a smart way to go, is to do a basic campaign that's running all the time. I know for our martial arts school, I have a video views ad, a great video view that is just running all the time. It's $1 a day. It's just running all the time. So it's constantly warming people up. People are seeing it as it goes through. And it's just happening all the time. And then when it comes to like Mother's Day, we're going to have a big ad we're going to be pushing out. We're going to be spending, something like $20 a day for just 3 days.
Some extra money.
Yeah. And some people do, just like if you've got a larger ad budget, $100 for a week, not $100 a day, but for the full week, or for just a weekend special or something like that. Okay, so these are kind of little ad funnels that you can do, but it's a much smarter plan than just going, hey, I'm going to push to the boost button and hope people show up. Yeah. Or I'm just posting organically. Organic reach is like 2 to 6%.
Yeah,
okay?
It's not great.
So if you have, 200 people, or 100 people who follow your page, 2 to 6 of those people will see your organic posts.
That hurts me.
You have to pay to play. That's how Facebook makes their money. Yeah. Right, so I want small business owners out there to get their head around the idea that this is a mature platform that you probably, unless you are a marketing person, you're going to need to talk to somebody about, hey, what does a marketing plan look like for my business? And then either pay them to do it, or use them as a coach to teach you kind of the principles behind it. And we do both for Hayden Digital. Yeah. We run campaigns for people, and then we also come in and consult with businesses and say, this is what you need to start doing, this is how you do it, and start to train someone in-house to do it for them.
Because in the long run, that's the smart thing to do, is to invest in either way, you're investing in your business.
Yeah, it just depends on how you want to do it. If you've got somebody internally who would be good at it, great.
Has the time.
If not, and the problem sometimes with doing it internally, if you have an ads person, or if you have a marketing person internally, and they're able to learn that, great. But if you don't, hiring out might be better in the fact that there's so much changing. We just had the F8 conference, which is the big Facebook developers conference, and Facebook is getting you've seen it on your apps probably, but now you'll be seeing it over the next year. It's called F5. This is the fifth revamp, redesign of Facebook that they've done.
5,
yeah,
really?
Only 5.
Really?
I mean, I think they've done little things, but this is like a big thing.
I mean, if you have mobile, you notice that there's much less blue.
But there's going to be a lot of focus. The big focuses are on groups, events, and I don't remember what the other one was. There's 3, but there's going to be a whole section on your page about groups and stuff. We keep talking about a future episode doing about groups, and we will, because it's going to be a huge part. Yeah. If your business hasn't formulated a marketing plan to create a Facebook group, you're going to need to.
Yeah.
Okay, but
that's another day.
That's a whole nother day. Okay, so any questions about that, you think?
I don't think so. Okay. I think it's normal to have a lot of questions.
Let us know.
Yeah.
Comment on our Facebook posts. Send us a message or an email. You can email me at Zach, ZACH, at thehaydendigital.com.
Or you can email me, Brianna, BRIANNA, at thehaydendigital.com.
Very nice. We couldn't get haydendigital.com. Some punk in England was sitting on it. But Brianna's got some tips and tactics for you.
Marketing tips and tactics.
Okay, Brianna, you are a pro at this tool. Tell us a little bit about what you got for us.
So I want to talk to you guys a little bit about Canva.
Canva? What is that?
Is a totally free website. You don't have to sign up for, you just put in your email address and a username, password. No money involved. You can then make your own posters, graphics. I use it a lot for custom content that I make. When I make promotional posters or flyers for our martial arts school, I use it also because there are so many backgrounds and textures and overlays and text fonts and just all sorts of cool ways you can make your own graphics.
They got a lot of templates.
Yes. I'm not big on the templates because I'm like, that's not me. That's not how I would make that.
You got to find what fits for you.
Yes.
One of the things I like a lot about it is that every social media platform and every different thing has a different size that you're supposed to do. Like Facebook header photos are this, and this on Twitter is this, and this on Instagram and this, and they have them all. Like you can just pick the one that fits what you're doing, which is fantastic.
You just choose your size, and it's like Instagram, Facebook group banner, Facebook ad banner.
They even have, I think they even have like Facebook stories or Instagram stories. I think they have those sizes now.
So super customizable, super easy to use. You can upload your own images. And one thing, it's very easy to use. It'll take you some playing around with if you're not comfortable with that kind of thing. But one of the big things you have to watch out for, and it hurts me when I see people share Canva content and it's bad. But when there are certain things in Canva that there will be like a little, like if you're going through different images or backgrounds you want to put on your graphic, there is a little like $sign, and that means you have to pay for that item. You have to pay Canva like $1 to be able to use that image, that shape, whatever it might be. That piece
of content, that part of the graphic.
Yes. And they're very crafty with how they lay it out. I've been tricked almost a few times. But if you download your graphic with one of those items with a $sign on it and you do not pay, there's this big watermark that says Canva on it, and
we've seen people share those with the watermark on it.
Like professionals.
Nothing says unprofessional like sharing something that's got a watermark on it. Yeah. It costs you $1 to do it if you want it. Otherwise, just replace it with something that's free.
I've never bought anything.
I have bought some stuff from Canva before.
See, I'll make it work.
What's really nice about it is it's $1, and you have up to 24 hours
to use it
again. You can keep. So I will change the graphic around. I'll use it a couple times in a way. In that
it's not like
24
one and
hours.
done.
Yeah. So. But don't share. That's a great point. Do not share something with a watermark on it.
And if it's
just looks bad.
That also reminds me, if you see someone else's content, you're like, that's great. Don't steal someone else's content. Do not copy someone else's content and cut off their logo because someone else made that.
Hold on.
You know what drives me nuts?
Oh, I just had to play the bumper music because this drives us nuts.
It does.
You've got to create your own content. Okay, you are a better business.
You know your business better than anyone else.
If you don't share other people's content, you make original content. And I will often look at somebody's content and say, that's a great quote, or this is a great piece of content. I'll share it with Brianna, and she'll make our own version of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would never be like, oh, well, I'm just going to save that image and I'm just going to put it in our feed.
And that's not, one of the things that is social media has caused is people to forget the whole copyright thing.
Yes.
Like if you've made that, like somebody owns the rights to that. And nobody's coming and suing you big necessarily on that. But somebody probably had to pay to get it made or paid to something.
Put time into doing it.
You're kind of cheating them by, stealing it.
And on the flip side, if you're a business page and you click the share button, that is okay. That doesn't necessarily scream, I'm a professional either. It's better than no content.
It depends what you're sharing from.
Yes.
So if I am let's say a fitness gym. Okay. And I share a post from Men's Health, their Facebook page that says here, 8 tips on, flat abs,
totally
because I am not, I am sharing with my audience content that is useful for them.
Yes.
But if I share a picture with a quote on it from another local gym because I like the content,
it's where it gets iffy.
That's weird. Or worse, if I just take that content, I save it to my computer and then upload it as my own.
Didn't that happen to us at one point?
Yeah, there's a logo that a friend of mine made that is martial arts school, ATA schools across the country. I have seen them use.
Yeah.
It's a great 3D look to the ATA logo. Now it's not even within brand guidelines. But I've seen them use it all over the place. And I'm like, you guys just stole that. I had a guy who made that for it. You can't just steal that stuff. Don't do that. Canva is a great tool to make your own content.
And there are services, if you don't have a logo, that's something.
We'll talk about that.
That's something for another day. But with Canva, I have all of our business logos. Every graphic I make has our business logo on it. So doesn't matter who shares it, who steals it, whatever, our logo's on it. It's mine.
Mm-hmm. And this is a good tip, is to put your logo on your stuff.
It builds
and it brands better too. I would say one thing I want you to be careful of with Canva is that if you're using them for Facebook, be careful how much text is on the post.
Yes.
Okay. Facebook doesn't want a lot of text, so make the text a little smaller. Don't have a ton on there. Instagram's a little different. You could use more text on there if you want.
Facebook will hide it.
But Facebook will you won't get as much reach. It won't go out into the newsfeed quite as much if you have a lot of text on it. They want it to look better than that.
Yeah.
So should we do a book review?
Do we have time?
We'll do a quick one.
Quick one.
Book review.
So we've been going through the book, Never Lose a Customer Again. Great stuff.
Yep.
We are on the activate phase. All right. So activate. Again, go pick up this book, but little thing for you to think about. Okay. So let me read the activate phase. This phase of the customer experience occurs when the customer receives the product or starts to experience the service they purchased in their initial transaction with your business. Okay. So, I take home the flowers that I bought, or
you get your hamburger
I
from
get
the
my
guy
hamburger.
at the drive-thru.
Exactly. The first impression, physical and emotional, sets the tone for future interactions and creates a baseline emotional reaction to your brand experience. The customer explores and digests any material associated with this product or service more closely than any future package, as they have anticipated the arrival of this initial shipment and or the first meeting. Think of the energy you need to bring to activate the relationship and create a great mindset for creating a remarkable customer experience.
I love how sophisticated he makes the customer experience sound. No, really, I do. Like it's a science.
It is. I mean, and you can really...
this is where you can really go wrong.
Oh, that first interaction. So, I think about, I use our martial arts school as an example all the time because that's one of the businesses we're really involved in.
It should be.
It is a bigger pie slice than even the marketing talk.
It's probably about 1/2.
Yeah. So we have interactions with people when they visit our website, when they opt in for information, or when they call us or whatnot. But then when they take their first class, that's the activate phase. We have to make sure that is controlled, is make sure that we give this amazing experience when we do that. And I've worked very hard in the last 6 months or so to go through this book and go, okay, these are things we do. And we actually, as we go through other steps, you'll see I have a set thing in the first 5 classes that those people go through, that this is what we do and they get here, and this is what they do and we talk to them about here, and this is what they do, so that we're really making sure we're bringing that energy, making them feel at home. Little things like when somebody comes to their first class, we have a whiteboard when you come in that says, welcome to your first class, George, or whatever. I don't have any students named George.
I don't think so. No, we don't.
Not a big little kid name these days.
No.
Did you see that the
Archie?
Archie, yeah.
So does that mean his name's Archibald?
I don't know. I just saw Archie.
But that won't be he won't be Prince Archie. It'll be William or
I don't know.
Henry.
I was a little surprised by Archie.
I was too.
I was like, are they watching Riverdale? I was like,
she's got to be all about Riverdale.
Oh, I bet she is.
Better than Jughead. Jughead would not make a good royal family name.
This dates the podcast episode. If you're listening to this way in the future, Prince, what's his name? Is it William
Harry?
Or Harry?
I don't
The
know.
younger one. They just had their baby and announced the name. So Archie something, because they have like 12 names when you're a royal.
Yeah.
But we put that up on the whiteboard. So they...
The name, not the name of the royal baby.
That would be
the name
true.
of the new student.
The name of the new student, okay, as they come in. And we want to greet them and lead them through, and afterwards we do some stuff. So think about that activate phase. What's their first impression after they purchase from you, when they experience that event?
This could be something that there are going to be sometimes you have customer interactions that leave you feeling kind of sick. Like, I did not handle that very well, or that didn't quite go so hot.
I had that just the other day with an intro. A new student come in. It was just a trial. I mean, it was, again, it's a chance for us to test out.
And that's the way it goes. Sometimes customer's not in that activate phase yet.
Or it's not a right fit for them. Yeah. They find that this might not be. But this if you're selling something, even what you include in the bag.
Yes.
If you go to the store and you're buying comics or whatever, what you include in the bag, when they get home, they open it up, could help emotionally get them like, oh, that was such a cool place. They included this little thing.
Unexpected.
We love that when you get a box and you open it up and there's this other thing. Oh, who does this great?
Who?
The company that sells they sell all these games on
I know what you mean.
On Kickstarter. They often do Kickstarter. They have Exploding Kittens, and you've got crabs and Bears versus Babies, and
Throw Burrito.
Throw Burrito is the newest one. And when you get it in the mail, because they make games, but they partner with
the Oatmeal.
The Oatmeal, which is a comic, an online comic. And so they have a custom comic in there that even mentions like your town and even sometimes your name and stuff. And so when you get it, you're just like, this is so cool. So you've been waiting for this. You're anticipating it. You get the game, which you're excited about anyways. And then it just goes to the next level because this little paper that they printed out has some custom stuff on it. And you're like, yeah, that's so cool. That's my name. Great. And that's why I've bought every game they've made. You know, I mean, it makes you become a raving fan of a company when you have those kinds of experiences.
Personal touch.
So
I think that's one reason why customer service is super important.
Mm-hmm.
Last night, I was at the Taekwondo school. I stayed probably an extra hour later than I would have because I was just talking to a parent. Because we need to build those kind of relationship with customers, with the people we're working with, because they need to feel at home. They need to feel welcome in your business. And sometimes that's worth, an extra hour, 2 hours, whatever it might be.
Yeah. And it depends on your kind of business, obviously.
Yes.
If you run the gas station and the guy's standing there at the counter for an hour and a half.
He should probably go home.
Yeah.
Yeah. But still, providing good customer service.
Exactly.
Like, if you have a gas station attendant that's seems grumpy or creepy or
just on his phone while he's checking you out.
Yeah, you're not very likely to return there. So
exactly. So great. Okay, that is our show for today.
It's a long one today.
A lot of good stuff in there. I want you to think. Kind of your homework is, what is my marketing budget? Okay, do I have a set marketing budget? Okay, and can I start with $5 a day? Okay.
I read a quote Tuesday while making some content that it said, a man who stops marketing to save money is like a man who stops the clock to save time.
Good one.
That doesn't work.
Nope, it doesn't work.
So
my dad always said you got to spend money to make money.
It's true.
It's a pain, but it's true.
That can be hard.
And a good marketing plan, though, if you put in $100, you get out $200 or $500, $800.
Yeah. It's not a slot machine,
but done well,
it should work.
You should get a return on investment.
Yes.
Okay, so awesome. Okay, we will see you guys again next week.
Hopefully on the right day.
We had some stuff come up. So talk to you later.
Bye.